Today, we will deal with India in the geopolitical context after Trump's victory. I'll put it in perspective. India has three large neighbors, in addition to the small neighbors. The three big ones are China on the north, on the west is Pakistan, and on the east is Bangladesh. To put it in perspective, China's power generation capacity was 2.920 gigawatts, while India was only 416 gigawatts. China at 14% increase would add 408 gigawatts, which is equal to the India's installed capacity. So, in addition, China has the world's largest manufacturing, accounting for 35% of global manufacturing production. India manufacturing production accounts for about 1 to 3% of the world's total. Now, putting it in context, there is no comparison between China and India. Although Indians would like to see themselves in competition with China, but there is none. And I think if India tries to go directly head to head, would be a gross overreach, both from a manufacturing, both from an infrastructure, both from power in terms of Air Force, Navy, and Army. China is way bigger than India, and in terms of technology, just no comparison. As these tensions persist, there's a looming possibility that major powers could be drawn out in all-out conflict. In such scenarios, India and Pakistan may find themselves confronted with challenging tasks of choosing sides, a decision that could have far-reaching consequences. However, in a recent President Trump and Xi telephone conference, which was on 17th of January, they both said very easily that we will do everything possible to make the world more peaceful and safer. So the likelihood of that conflict is very low. In addition, Russia, which is a big ally of India, Russia and Iran have come to a bilateral comprehensive treaty, which would be in defense, and especially in terms of boosting security, naval as well as economic. Now, this is also a thrust which will be going to come in increasingly. India would then would be getting pressure from the U.S. to destabilize Pakistan. And India, for its would like to confront and basically cut Pakistan to size again. Now, for it to go confront Pakistan, it would need they'll try for some kind of a tacit agreement from China that as long as they don't threaten its CPEC route, India would be free to do aggressive actions inside Pakistan like it did in Balakot. Now, knowing that Mark Rubio, the new foreign minister or foreign secretary of U.S., is highly anti-China and anti-Pakistan hawk, India would probably have a free rein from the U.S. to do what they feel like in doing. There will be somewhat other constraints. Pakistanis are already training in China on J-31, J-35 fifth generation fighter jets. These are to replace F-16s with total up to 100 quantity. In 2025, Pakistan is set to receive about 40 J-35s. For reference, Israel has only 40 F-35s, and this induction will give Pakistan significant air superiority and further enhanced by the PL-15 long-range BVRs up to 300 kilometers. Now, India basically also would not be as supportive as Biden administration was. Currently, U.S. decided to ban NVIDIA and AMD AI chips to India and 140 other countries with third tier with specific caps for strategic containment. However, now getting back to what India would do. India would try to basically destabilize Pakistan through Afghanistan and also directly in Sindh. So that is going to be ongoing. In addition, to do aggressive actions, it would need some kind of a tacit okay from China to basically do aggressive actions inside Pakistan, as long as they don't encroach upon the CPEC route. If Indians are successful in this, They will eventually renege on their commitment to China about CPEC and go for that, which will then basically bring China into conflict directly with India. However, India will do as much as possible to avoid that scenario. Thank you very much. In our next session, we'll deal with China.